All right, what is up, guys? It's VV back with another video, and today we're going to be watching a video from one of the championships over in the East. This is going to be OP-04, and it's going to have an ST leader in it, ST10 leader in it, red, purple, Trafalgar Law, going against blue, black, Rebecca. And as usual with these videos that I do from other, from tournaments that don't involve me, I'll be watching them on 2x speed. Any games that don't really have me in them, we're just trying to do a game analysis and kind of see how things are shaping up over in the East. So, okay, guys, let's go ahead and hop right into it and see how this goes. I'm very anxious to see this game. I'm a big fan of both of these leaders, to be honest. And, yeah. Okay, so it's at 2x speed, so let me pause real quick. Trafalgar Law played 1 Dawn, pass turn. Rebecca played 2 Dawn for the turn, and here we go. It's going to use the leader ability. Sees a monk. Excuse me. Sees a Monkey D. Luffy and a Gats. Okay. Yep. Nothing too special there. Takes the Monkey D. Luffy, then plays the Rebecca. Okay. So okay. So one thing I will say is, Trafalgar Law is an aggro deck, right? The way it's built, at least currently, who knows how things change in the future. It's shaping up to be an aggro deck with the ability that it has, though. I would probably be going for a 2K counter here because, generally speaking, King Kong Gun is just a dead card in hand. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. Especially against aggro, where you have a chance. Maybe it's the game-winning card, actually. Who knows? We'll have to see as the game goes on. Okay, so 3 Dawn. Now the leader's ability can be used. All right, swing 5. Coming in at Rebecca. I would definitely counter out of this because this... Yeah, okay, he does. Pay 3, rush Zoro, coming in for 5 more. I would counter out if I can. He does have some. He has 2 Orlumbus in hand. I'd probably trash an Orlumbus here. Yeah, he does. Okay. Now use his ability, bottom decking the Rebecca, and playing a Penguin and Shachi, or Shachi and Penguin, however you say it. This card it's a 2K counter. It's a 4 cost 5,000 power 2K counter, but it has an on play that if you have 3 or less Dawn cards, excuse me, you can add 2 Dawn cards to your field. Okay. Excuse me, guys. My allergies are crazy right now. So Rebecca's turn, going up to 4 Dawn. I personally would probably play something like a blocker here, or Orlumbus. Yeah, Orlumbus is good too. Go a little aggressive, definitely. Actually, I like that play even better. The more I think about it, I like that play even better because he had 4 Dawn. Let's get it out of the way. Okay, 5K coming in at the life for Rebecca. He's going to take it. 5K more coming into life. Yeah, he's going to use Orlumbus to counter out. Okay, has to take the next one. So that was 3 swings for 5K. And okay, so this is a 4 cost 5,000 power, 1,000 counter Trafalgar Law. Gives minus 2K to a character for the turn. And now that puts this Orlumbus at 3,000 power in range of Trafalgar Law's ability, the red-purple leader. Okay, let's see what he does. Return 3 Dawn. And plays a Beppo. So Beppo is just a 4 cost 5,000 power, 1,000 counter that has on play and when attacking, add a Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set as rested. Okay. If anyone has any questions on anything, just ask in the comment section. I'll answer it. I'm trying to keep up with their speed because I got at 2x, just so we can get through this game. So he's counting. So the Rebecca player is counting as trash right now. He's got 6 Dawn. I think it's time to put down a core to Coliseum. Yeah, he is. And I was gonna say play a Kairos something. 1. Oh, he used Rebecca's leader ability. Excellent. I would take the 2K counter here. I personally would take the 2K counter because look at the board. The Kairos can't even hit anything currently. And he has 1 in hand. Here it goes. And Trafalgar Law is kind of a counter to Kairos, right? Because it, oh, hang on. Is he swinging for 6? He's thinking about it. I think he's deciding which one to attack. Just go for Zoro. Yep. So, real quick, I think Kairos in this matchup is not exactly great, right? Because you can just bottom deck him. He can't really even give as much value as you'd want from him. Now, can the Trafalgar, or excuse me, the Law player, can he counter out of this? He has an Otama, a Beppo, and a page 1 in hand. I would strongly consider countering out of this because that's a lot of pressure. And you know, the Rebecca player's tapped out. Okay, he lets it go. He lets Zoro go here. I think he's thinking like, okay, I'll use the Otama to bottom deck the Kairos. But I wonder if that's the right play. Like, I think just merciless pressure might have been the better call here. But that it does still supply pressure in a different way. All right, so let's see what happens. If he didn't counter out of that play right there with Otama, he has to be using Otama this turn. There's no doubt about it. 5 at life. Yep, attack with your characters first. And when you attack with Beppo, you get a Dawn. Okay, and he's thinking about it. Yep. I mean, I wouldn't counter out of this one. I would take this first one because you're about to get hit 4 more times, and you know you're going to let one of them through. But okay, he takes it just in case you get a trigger. Okay, 5k more. Okay, counter out. Very nice. 6k this time. Yep, takes it. Gets Bartolomeo. And 7k coming in here with the leader. Down to 1 life, man. This is a brutal. This is brutal here. Okay, bounces it and plays a Beppo, which gets him a Dawn. And yeah, this is looking pretty you know, pretty rough for the Rebecca player currently. But hey, it's not over till it's over. Rebecca is a very strong control deck. Let's see. Remember, even the 2k counters in Rebecca's deck, like Bartolomeo, those are still 3,000 power blockers. Now, yes, you can just bottom deck those with this leader's ability, but you know, anything to slow them down. Okay, yeah, I like playing because remember, Court of Colosseum's down. For those who don't know, Court of Colosseum is this stage right here. It gives all of your characters rush against opposing characters. So you can't swing face, but you can swing into their characters. Okay, and remember, and Luffy can attack active characters. And now he's going to use Luffy's ability, or his effect here, to raise up by returning 7 cards from your trash and adding them to the bottom of your deck in any order. There's a 7. So he's probably going to go for the Beppo here, because the Beppo's the card to take out. Because if the Trafalgar Law player, like, they bounce his ability around having less Dawn, if he can start generating a lot of Dawn every turn, his cards are going to become unblockable with the Dawn, you know, stacking up on them. Okay, uses Rebecca's ability, grabs a 2k counter. Yep. Okay. All right. So now it looks like we got a Miss All Sunday in hand, and he's at 5 Dawn. Wait, what? Oh, he had one Dawn was attached to a character. I was like, how did he get that extra Dawn? Okay, so Miss All Sunday has got to be the play here because he's at 5 Dawn. That'll put him at 6 Dawn. He'll draw a card from it, and then on top of that, he'll be able to do another play from hand if he needs to. Now he does have a 7-cost Trafalgar Law in hand, or the 4-cost Trafalgar Law in hand. I got to pause it with 7 cards in the Rebecca player's hand. Yeah, I think you play the Miss All Sunday to get her effect, and then you use Trafalgar Law's leader ability to get the discard effect, and then you go from there. It's looking pretty good for the Trafalgar Law player right now. But who knows? Like I said, you never know with Rebecca. I've seen her come back for some pretty gnarly games. Okay, does the effect, returning a Dawn. So here we go. He has 7 cards, gets the 2 outside ones. Okay, Court of Colosseum and a Bartolomeo. So he hit one really good card, and then he hit one dud. Okay, time to start attacking. Coming in for 5. And it's going to be 5, 5, 5. You know, wait, 5, 5, and 5. Yeah, it's going to be 3 attacks for 5 this turn. Okay, so the Rebecca player's thinking about it. I think you have to take one of these. Like, not literally, but if you get rid of 3 cards in your hand, it's going to be too much. Yeah, so he's going to count out of this one. I would have taken the first one, I think. I think the first one I would have taken to see if there was a trigger. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. There wasn't a trigger. Oh, but luckily he got a 2k counter. That's pretty nice. Okay, 4 cards in hand for the Rebecca player. 1 card in play that doesn't even untap because of its effect. But he did draw into the Luffy. Wow, drew another Luffy. That's huge. This is going to be a really tough round here, I think. Yeah, you just play Luffy. I completely agree with this. You just play Luffy because he's going to take out 2 characters. Yeah, I would go for the blocker, of course, first, just to get that out of the way. And then I'd go for probably the Miss All Sunday or the, I don't know. The last card, the next card you go for doesn't matter because whatever way you want to look at it, there's only, you know, these are all on play effects, so you don't have to worry about getting a on attacking effect. Okay, so he's going to use the Luffy's ability. It doesn't matter which one he uses. Actually, well, no, it doesn't, because if you use one, think about it. This guy was going to untap next turn anyway, the one that was already in play. Well, I guess you could attack face theoretically with this character that was already down. But whichever one you pick, you're only going to have one Luffy up for next turn, no matter which one you choose. Okay. So let's see what happens here. This is a tough spot for the Rebecca to be in. Because you actually have 2 different plays. So you attack here, obviously. Let's see who he attacks first. Then we'll talk about what he can do next. I would just attack one of these characters. It doesn't matter. Anything but the Otama. Attack anything but Otama. Okay, goes for the red one. So now it's like, okay, do you sit on a defender, a blocker in Bartolomeo, and then you have a 2K counter in hand? Or do you play the Kairos, go for another one of the guy's characters, and then you sit on 2 2K counters in hand? I don't know. It is not an ideal position, no matter which way you look at it. Okay. Here we go. He's got to make a decision here soon. He's got to choose. I think the right play... The right play, in my opinion, is probably just sit on a 2K counter. Oh, no, but... Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. My allergies. He has to go Kairos here, right? Because the 2K counter blocker doesn't matter. Because Bartolomeo only has 3,000 power, I believe. I will check right now. Yeah. So this is the card that we're talking about. This is the 2K counter, 3 cost 3,000 power blocker. You can't actually play that against the Rebecca or against the Trafalgar Law because he'll just bottom deck it with his ability. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry, my throat is so messed up right now. Okay, so okay, and Kairos takes out the Otama with the on play effect. And Queen is used to counter out to save one of the guys that was swung at. But I don't... Okay, let's just look at this. I don't think there's a way out of this. He has 3 cards in hand, and 4 Dawn is open. Yeah, there is no way out of this. It's a math win, right? Even if every card in hand was a 2K, it's swing for 5, swing for 7, swing for 7. Or you can do 5-5-9. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I would do it 7-7 as well. Good game. Very cool. Okay, so the Trafalgar Law deck won, and it seems like a pretty hard counter. Let me pause that. It seems like a pretty hard counter to Rebecca. So that's very interesting. Very interesting stuff, guys. I like how... All right, for all the Western players right now, I know the meta seems kind of stale right now with just nothing but Whitebeard, nothing but Zoro, nothing but red decks, whether it be Trafalgar Law, Splashings, Luffy, whatever. Bear with us, bear with the game, though. The game is still young, and OP-04, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of variety. I think we're going to start seeing purple-green Dofi. We're going to start seeing blue-black Rebecca. In the West, I feel like we're going to see some Isho. I know we haven't really seen much Isho over in the East yet, but I think we're going to see some of that in the West. Especially at local scenes, you should almost definitely see Isho. But yeah, this was a great game. I didn't really see any play mistakes. The only thing that I was concerned about at first was actually right where I paused it here. Or no, it was a little before this, right? Let me go back. Yeah, it was right here when the Rebecca player attacked Zoro. I kind of felt like he should have defended. There we go. See how he has an Otama in hand, a Beppo, and a Page 1? I kind of feel like I would have defended the Zoro there, but in the end it didn't matter. He ended up winning regardless. So, well played there. And maybe that was the right call to keep the Otama so you could bottom deck the Kairos. Because, like I said, it's like some of the big cards in Rebecca for stabilizing early is your Bartolomeos, your Rebeccas, you know, the one called Searcher Rebecca character, and your Kairos, and your Orlumbus. Well, those are all 5,000 power and less. So this Trafalgar Law card, let me see, go back a little more, see if they show, right there. This card right here. Cards like this in Otama, with Trafalgar Law's ability, is just making you able to just bottom deck anything they play. So, very cool. All right. Well, that was a great game, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all got any comments or suggestions in the comment section below, please don't be afraid to list it. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, peace.